So far in this mini-series, I have focused on two ways that Guernica was remembered. George Steere's article in the Times and the New York Times, and Picasso's masterpiece, Guernica. In this, the final episode, I look at two ways in which both George Steere himself and Picasso's Guernica are remembered. I also consider the importance of remembrance to the world. How do we remember George Steere? In Guernica, there is a bust of him, and throughout the Basque country, there are roads named after him. His name appears on Winchester College's War Cloister, the largest private war memorial in Europe. And in Fifth Chamber, a room in the college, alongside the inscription Scriptor et Miles, meaning writer and soldier. This stone was placed by his school friends. Steere features on the college war memorial for scholars, as pictured, and on the Roll of Honour in chapel. Steere is perhaps also remembered in Picasso's Guernica. The horse's chainmail resembles newsprint closely. Picasso had originally been inspired by Steere's article. The poppy that grows in Picasso's masterpiece is a common sign of remembrance. Picasso's work has become a focal point for anti-war demonstrations. On January 3rd, 1970, protesters gathered in front of Guernica whilst it was on display in the MoMA. They placed wreaths and conducted a memorial service for dead babies. The poster they held read, Q and babies. A and babies. It relates to the My Lai massacre perpetrated by American soldiers during the Vietnam War. The protesters worried about both the scale of the killing and about the attempts to cover it up. Colin Powell said, I was in a unit that was responsible for My Lai. I got there after My Lai happened. So, in war, these sorts of horrible things happen every now and again. But they are still to be deplored. Powell wrote at the time of the cover-up, in direct refutation of this portrayal is the fact that relations between American soldiers and the Vietnamese people are excellent. The Vietnam War would be the last time Powell encountered Guernica. Outside the UN Security Council chambers in New York, a tapestry of Guernica, as pictured, was covered by a blue banner with the UN logo and multiple flags, for Powell to give a presentation that advocated the invasion of Iraq, a presentation where Powell made false claims about Saddam Hussein possessing weapons of mass destruction. The shock and awe bombing that preceded the Iraq invasion was what Guernica was meant to prevent. A journalist in the New York Times said, Mr. Powell can't very well seduce the world into bombing Iraq, surrounded on camera by shrieking and mutilated women, men, children, bulls and horses. Picasso once said, art is not truth. Art is a lie that makes us realise truth. Perhaps the same could be said about remembrance and history. It is not always entirely accurate, but it serves a crucial function of preventing massacres and wars. Thank you for reaching the end of my mini-series, Remembering Guernica. If you have enjoyed it, then please take a look at my website, godtress.wixsite.com/cornucopia, for more content like this.